Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you're joining me from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from any part of the world, I really do appreciate you for your kindness. Thank you for all your support. As usual, please always go to the comment section and leave your comments. Whatever you have watched on my video, whatever be your contribution, whatever you have to say, go to the comment section and put it down. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively. I will respond to you. Thank you so much for joining. Today, once again, I'm coming to bring you information on the situation of that contraption called Nigeria. It is not getting better any soon, and it will not get better. We don't have to pretend about this. We don't have to pretend about this. It's not getting better. That is why we have to stand stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. It is no longer news that the Janjaweed in Nigeria, the government of Janjaweed in Nigeria, has abducted our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through extraordinary rendition. That is how they abducted him. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is with the DSS. That will not stop us from preaching the gospel. That will not break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it will not stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from passing the message. It is just a pity that some of you do not know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very well. If you know him very well, you have to refer back to some of his broadcasts while he was with us. There are a lot of wonderful broadcasts he led for us that you don't need to forget. I'm going to play one of the broadcasts, one of his last broadcasts that he made when he was interviewed by the man in Kenya. I'm going to play this broadcast for you once again so that you can watch. Maybe that can refresh your memory and call your attention back. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, still the same and remains the same.
I want our people to understand one very thing. At the end of this very race, Biafra is going to emerge. It doesn't matter what anybody does. And to our African friends and brethren, I want them to also understand this. We talk about Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism cannot take off without Biafra, because we do need a genuinely free country in Africa to be able to drive that very critical and important initiative. We are seeking to build a country that God Almighty in heaven will be very proud of. And though the Janjaweed, the Fulani Caliphate, have sent their armies of conquest into our land, that this very day, we don't even know if those who are killing us are doing so on behalf of the Nigerian state or they're doing it on behalf of the Islamic Caliphate. Because as we well know, ISIS is now in Niger State. Very soon they'll be in Kogi, and then from Kogi they'll come into Anambra, and the real war will begin. Remember, very many years ago, I told you one very critical point for you to bear in mind at all times. So basically to guide you in all your deliberations and you're thinking about Biafra. They're going to kill us. That is true. But that is not going to stop Biafra from coming. We are going to do all we can to defend our land and to defend our people. The whole world may appear to be against us, but we have done nothing wrong. That is the most frightening thing about this whole thing. If you ask the world, what did Biafra do wrong to you? Nobody can tell. Nobody can actually explain to you properly. Because they want a world where very illiterate, nomadic set of people will be in charge of governance, where you have refineries and they're no longer working, where you produce oil and gas, but still import kerosene and fuel for your cars, where they want to impoverish the people. For those who may not be acquainted, or should I say familiar with the book that one of our very good friends wrote in years gone by, Walter Rodney. He was at Dar es Salaam University where he was assassinated by the CIA very many years ago. Walter Rodney wrote a very compelling book called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. What we are witnessing today is precisely what he was trying to explain to us. If you allow yourselves to be taken over by greed, by self-preservation and the trappings that you find in North America and in Europe and in Far East Asia, you will never ever develop your land. We are fighting for Biafra that we may restore our lost dignity. We are fighting for Biafra that black people all over the world may be set free at last. We are fighting for Biafra not that we may have or commence the building of a large empire, not at all. We are asking for a Biafra where we can live and die with a semblance of dignity. Because right now people are dying, but there isn't any dignity. We must stand very tall and very strong, resist our enemies. That thing that we are thinking now that is impossible to accomplish very soon, you will say it. We must remain resilient. We must remain devoted. We must remain unflappable. We are not going to retreat, not one iota. If at the end of this race there is only one Biafran man and one Biafran woman left, may they continue to expand. They killed us, 5 million of us, after the war. After the war in 1970, we had lost 5 million people. But there we are still the largest ethnic bloc anywhere in the entire Nigeria. Because God is faithful. And at this very critical time, this very Elohim that we worship is not going to abandon us. I'm not saying we're going to fold our hands in prayer and fasting alone. No, we are going to do what we have to do to ensure the survival of our race. An attempt has been made in the past to exterminate us. The British supported the killing and the mass slaughter of Biafrans because of crude oil and gas. That Ojukwu told Harold Wilson, we cannot give to you. This resource belongs to the people, and that was the end of it. And he said, because of that, we're going to kill you. And sadly, Britain is still doing something till this very day. A supposedly civilized and advanced country, aiding and abating the slaughter of an indigenous population because of oil and gas. Therefore, I'm asking all of you to remain very resolute, to remain very strong. Do not allow yourself to become distracted. We have almost won. As Dr. Pasanga said here a short while ago, we have awoken the consciousness of not just ethnic nationalities within Nigeria, but the entire African continent as a whole. We have won the debate. Now is the time for us to restore Biafra. And once that is done, believe you me, everybody will come to Biafra and to pay homage. Or should I say pilgrimage in this case. So we are winning. Many are dying, I know that to be true. A few days ago, we lost the mother of our very, very formidable barrister, Okorafo. But that's not going to stop us. Because I know that they will kill us, we will kill them in the end. Biafra will come. And Biafra is very, very close. I want our people to develop the mindset of the Afghanis. Never say die. There were a group of people called the Mau Mau in Kenya. There were a group of people called the Kumeko in our land. These are the two people that fought the British to a standstill. Go and ask anywhere. And the remnants, of course, of Benin Kingdom, we must acknowledge them because they also fought very gallantly as well. We did not fight because we didn't like the Bible that the white man brought to us or the whiskey that accompanied it. We fought because we are free people. The time has come for us to restore the kingdom of heaven upon the face of this earth. The time has come for Biafra to be reestablished. The time has come for Black Africa to be free. The time has come for every Black person, regardless of where you are in the world, to stand tall and to say, I am an African. Remain very strong, remain very resolute, and may Chukwu be with you all. Thank you.
I can tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never betray us. It is only us who will betray him. But I pray that we will not betray him. For me, I will never ever betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for anything. I will never. It is high time we begin to say it the way it is. It is high time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for you and I. He's not just fighting for himself. He's not just fighting only for Igbos. He's not fighting only for Biafrans. He's not fighting only for the Southerners. He's fighting for everybody, every indigenous tribe in that contraction called Nigeria, for every African. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking up for us to wake up and do the needful. That has been his message. That has been the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has touched so many hearts. It is because of the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that today people can stand boldly in a national television to talk about negotiation of Nigeria. To talk about the renegotiation of Nigeria. Before the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody dare do that in national television. It doesn't matter your status. It doesn't matter how popular you are. It doesn't matter your political, how rich you are. Nobody dares talk about the renegotiation of Nigeria in the conventional media. You don't do it in Nigeria. But Mazi Nnamdi came and broke that barrier. Today, people are discussing about the negotiation of Nigeria, which is certainly going to happen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave people the audacity to come and ask for restructuring. But what did he say? Go after your restructuring. I am looking for self-determination for my people. When the Southeastern elites came to him and talked to him, he told them, go and get me restructuring while I pursue what I'm pursuing. You cannot just tell me to drop self-determination while you have nothing on the table. Go and present your restructuring. Once you get it back, then we can start from there. Since then, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left them to go and get the restructuring. What is happening today? They were not able to present anything on the table. They were not able to present anything on the table because they went with a weak argument. They went with a weak argument, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a strong argument that he cannot back down on. But the southern elite have allowed the Fulani Janjaweed to continue to impose the Fulanis on us. At every instance, they try as much as possible to impose the Fulanis on the southeastern part, and they are just silent. But we cannot be silent for those of us who are members of IPOB and those of us who are Biafrans. Those of us who are Oduduans, we cannot bow to whatever they are saying. We cannot bow to what they are saying. We know their game plan, we know what they're doing. Their imposition, we cannot allow that. We can't agree to that. We can never agree to that. That is why we have to talk more now than we have ever done. As for those who are betraying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we do not care whom you are. You don't want to know who you are, where you are. You will live to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and celebrate Biafra with us. You will live to see it. Even though you might not be able to enter Biafra, but you will see that Biafra and you will not enter it, since you said you do not want something good. For the betrayal of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I do not want to specify and begin to talk about it. That is why I encourage people, forget about who betrays Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or who does not betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have a formidable team in IPOB that can sort that out. Eventually, whatever people are saying about his betrayal might be true. There might be an atom of truth in that. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't travel alone. Whenever he is traveling, there are people who has information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is at every given minute. There are people who knows where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at every given minute. So, if you have such information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and something happened to him, first day, second day, 3 days, you cannot hear from him and you kept silent, well, you have to come and explain to us. But let us not confuse ourselves with that very answer. While we are waiting for the answer, when the time comes, the people who ask the right question we ask, and the answer must be provided, and they must be punished for whatever betrayal they have done. But for now, what matters to us is the campaign to begin to preach that gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ask for his immediate release. More especially those of us in Biafra, in diaspora. It has been said that the diaspora, everybody in diaspora from the southern part of Nigeria have to come out for a massive protest. A massive protest have been organized in the diaspora, not in Nigeria. As for now, according to the instruction of the IPOB, there is no protest in Nigeria. There will be no protest in Nigeria for now. Because of the situation of things, we have lost a lot of people and we do not want to lose more. And we do not want to jeopardize the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why every protest in the southeastern part of Nigeria is on hold now. Some people might be surprised. Why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested? There's no protest in the southeast. There's no this. This is what they wanted. The Janjaweed wanted us to play into their hand, but they cannot tell us when to protest and when not to protest. It is the Biafrans that will decide when to protest and when not to protest. And that time will come when the Biafrans in Nigeria will protest. But for now, those who have to come out massively to protest are the Biafrans in diaspora. Biafrans in diaspora. Let the Biafrans in Nigeria calm down. Let them have their cool. Because the government is plotting another evil against our people. They are plotting another evil. They are trying to recruit some of their own men. You know the normal thing they do. Exactly what they did if you see the way they infiltrated the NSAS protest. They infiltrated the NSAS protest and turned it bloody, killed people. Took their hoodlums and toss to go and destroy properties. That is exactly what they are planning. They have already orchestrated that plan, waiting for us in Biafra land to protest. Once you begin to protest in Biafran land, they will unleash their thugs. They will destroy properties, kill as many people as they kill. Then they will blame it on us that we are those who are killing people, and they will tag us with any name as they desire. And we cannot allow that. That is their strategy. Every Biafran need to know that that is their strategy. They have been doing it. They did it in the southwest. Every Southerner should know that this is their strategy. This is their strategy. Whatever move of protest you make, if you don't make it carefully at the right time, they will infiltrate it. Before you know it, they will tag the people with a different name. And we want to avoid that. Save as many people as we can save in the Biafran land. But the protest has to continue in diaspora. Wherever you are in diaspora, wherever you are, more especially those who are in the United States and those who are in UK, you have to join the protest. You have to join a massive protest at CNN, a massive protest at BBC, a massive protest at House of Commons, a massive protest in all the international medias in the world. Massive. When we say massive, we mean massive. And it is not just only the Biafrans, not just only the Oduduans. It's a united front. Any well-meaning human being, once you have conscience as a human and you're living in the South, even a Northerner, if you have conscience, join that protest. Come with your own banner. Come with your own banner to express your own feeling. If you are a Middle Beltan, come with your own flag and your own banner. Let us speak our voice and express our feelings. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't dying for Biafrans alone. He was dying for every indigenous tribe in that country called Nigeria. Every black man. In fact, if black people are reasonable, every black person, every black African is supposed to join that very protest, no matter whom you are. You saw when the whites took up the Black Lives Matters. They were talking about Black Lives Matter. You see the way white people supported and they came out. But this is our own indigenous protest. Why won't all the black rally around the Biafrans and protest together with them? Just tell me why. But if it is betraying your own black brother, killing your own black brother and selling it out, you will come out. You'll be very fast to go and take money, to subdue your own fellow black. But this is the time now to fight for a fellow black man. The time to make the the cry of a black man heard. A black man who was abducted, an innocent man who they want to abduct and tag him terrorist. A black man who was extraordinarily abducted, who was abducted through extraordinary rendition, and the world are pretending as if nothing is happening. A British citizen, Britain is silent about it. This is the time for every black man to come out. You never know who it will be tomorrow. There are so many of us in Britain who are having British citizens. You don't know what is happening to you. So long you are an African, there is always a way to break all these barriers. If you don't come out and join the protest, protest now that it is not you, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know who is going to be tomorrow. You don't know who is going to be tomorrow. Don't wait until when you are involved, or when your brother is involved, or when your own countryman is involved. This is the time for every hand to be on deck. Injustice against one is injustice against all. If you allow injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue, your own is coming. Yours is coming. No matter the part of the world where you are coming from, yours is coming. This is the time for us to speak up. This has fallen under the shoulder of IPOB, under the shoulder of the Biafrans and Odudua, fallen under the shoulder of all the Southerners in Nigeria. But every other person, every other black person has to join. Team up, show your solidarity so that we can be able to make our voice heard. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out from this detention with immediate effect. And this is the time to protest abroad. Let the diaspora take charge. Wherever you are, if you're in the United States, make inquiry. Once I get the date, I'm going to announce the date on my video. I've not gotten the date yet. But it's been said that there has to be a massive, continuous massive protest before his appearance in court. Before his appearance, there must be massive protests, not less than 3 protests before appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court. This is the assignment for every Biafran living in diaspora, every Oduduan living in Biafra in diaspora. This fight is not just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know that they declared Sunday Igboho wanted. They declared Sunday Igboho wanted. They want to kill him by all means possible. Nobody knows what they are cooking. This is the time to make our voice heard. That is why everybody must come out. You don't know who is going to be the next person. It is not time to be silent. We must have to come out and speak. Speak loudly so that everybody will hear us. Speak loudly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody, is somebody you can just abduct in that manner and go free. In as much as the international community are keeping quiet, we will not be silent. We will wake them up. Tell them how important he is to us. Wherever you are watching from, I thank you very much for watching this video. Please share this video. Share it to everybody that needs to see this video. Share to every platform where you belong. Let's spread the gospel. Once you get your hand on any content from Biafra and Odudua, share it like wildfire so that people will know our plight. If you are waiting for the international media or conventional media, you know they will not tell our story. And even when they tell it, they will tell it to disadvantage us. But we will take charge. Thank you so much wherever you are watching from. May Chuks protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chuks strengthen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chuks continue to give him more knowledge and understanding, make him to be stronger than ever. May Chuks continue to protect Sunday Igboho. May Chuks protect the Oduduans and the Biafrans. May Chuks protect everyone that is fighting for justice in that very country we call Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.